Hi everyone, welcome to Love of Spirit. This is going to be a place for you to come and hear short little video clips of some storytelling by me of mediumship sessions and mediumship experiences with the other realms, the other worlds, and the place where our loved ones dwell, as well as some really cool experiences that I have had as a medium with other energies like Mother Mary and some of the ancient deities of Egypt, and it's going to be a really exciting journey. So working as a medium for the last 11 years has brought me multitudes of experiences that constantly have me excited and rocked by our ability to be able to blend with and communicate with the other unseen realms. And so I had, and still kind of have, a book in the works, but I was sitting with a friend the other day and there was this incredible inspiration to go, no, you know what, just sit down, make them video clips, tell the stories, and inspire people with what Spirit has done. So that's what this is about. Love of Spirit is going to be a place of that kind of sharing. So just in this sort of intro aspect, I want to be able to tell you that 11 years ago, I very suddenly came to mediumship. So mediumship was not something that was on my radar at all. I never went to see psychics or mediums. I am the average eye roller skeptic person up until 38. And suddenly out of the blue, I started seeing and hearing spirit. And one of the amazing things that happened, there had been a few odd occurrences before sort of the kind of major occurrence of the sort of waking up of my spiritual experience. I had been sort of hearing some voices, and some of the things that those voices were saying happened to be true for the people that I was around. And it was a very psychologically kind of like a really odd thing to sort of adjust to or get used to. But what happened was one particular day, I was at work. I was working in a long-term care facility, and it was in the evening, and I was in the kitchen. And I used to do night shift, and so I was in the kitchen, and I was folding the chest protectors, you know, getting everything ready for breakfast. And all of a sudden, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, I saw this little brown dog walk up beside me, and I heard, "Sandy, Sandy," somebody calling Sandy, and I turned around and nobody was there. And I thought, well, that's really weird because, of course, there's no dog here at 2 o'clock in the morning in a seniors facility. So I thought, okay, well, I'm tired. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, not that I had been hallucinating before, but I'm tired. And so maybe I'm just, you know, feeling out of sorts. So I went to the washroom and I washed my face just to kind of, you know, kind of regroup. And I went back to the kitchen to continue with my duties. And again, I heard, "Sandy, Sandy." And this little brown dog is still at my feet. And so now my heart's pounding and I'm thinking, okay, there's something really, really wrong with me. So I just left the kitchen altogether. And about 10 minutes later, as I was doing the rounds, you know, checking on people's rooms, making sure that everybody's okay, I was working with another woman I had not met before. And as we're walking around, you know, the big loop, we'd kind of already done a loop and we're coming around the second one, my heart starts pounding again. And I feel this like rolling over in my gut. And this, it's like it's hard to describe, but it's like a prompting. There was like this push in me to ask her about this dog. And you have to understand, inside I'm going, "Deborah, you're absolutely crazy. You're a lunatic. You can't ask this woman about a dog that you've, you know, not seen, but not seen." Do you know what I mean? That can't actually have happened. Like, I can't describe to you how much I thought I was literally losing my mind. Anyway, there's this prompt. And so I'm like pity sweaty now. Like, I'm really, really nervous, but I'm being pushed. And so finally I said to her, "You know, did you ever have a dog when you were a kid?" And she said, "Yeah, I had a little chocolate collie named Sandy." Well, my whole body just was in vibration. And I can't remember if I started to cry then or by the time I got to the washroom, but I was back in that bathroom, washing my face, looking at myself in the mirror, going, what is happening to me? And when I finally regrouped and I came out of the bathroom, she said to me, "Are you okay? Like, what's going on?" And so I told her, and she went, "Oh my God, you're psychic." I was like, "No, I'm having a mental health breakdown." So she, I guess at some point had gone and told some of the other women in one of the other sections. So when break time came, a woman approached me and she said, I heard that you're psychic. Do me, do me. And I'm looking at her going, what do you mean, do you? I feel like I'm snapping. And the moment that she was standing there in front of me saying, do me, all of a sudden there was a man standing beside her. And then I just suddenly knew information. Like I said to her, oh my God. And she said, what are you seeing? And I said, well, I don't know, but there's like a man standing beside you, and I think he's connected to your husband. And she just starts getting teary, and I'm already teary because I'm thinking, what's happening to me? And all of a sudden, these birds just fly off from this man. And I went, oh my God, like all these birds just flew off from him. And now she's crying and she goes, it's my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law raised pigeons. And so I'm like, okay, I don't know what's happening. And then over, it was like a projected image in my mind of this man standing in this field, like a big farm field, and he has his arms out. I'm going to see my wings. He has his arms out, and he's going like this, and he's, making his neck like a bird and flapping his wings. Well, I said, this is crazy, but like he's standing out in the middle of the field, and he's doing this. And she just was bawling, and she said, we used to do that to each other, like her and him face to face. Anyway, I'm giving you the kind of synopsis of something that happened 11 years ago that just still sort of resonates in my mind. But the bottom line is that there was this moment of awakening, this period of awakening for me, suddenly and out of the blue. I had never read books on mediumship, and I'd been married for a long time and had a lot of very close people in my life that knew that this was something very unlike me. And so I'm just thrilled now in this moment, in this day, to have decided with the help of a friend to go, you know what, I'm going to tell you some of those stories because some of them are so incredibly powerful. The last 11 years has been full of the most uplifting, the most loving, the most compassionate experiences with spirit and with human beings here that I think I ever could have hoped for in my life. So I hope that you get a lot of enjoyment out of them. Remember, as I'm storytelling, I am giving you as many facts as possible. Sometimes the wording isn't going to be exactly right, but the premise and the understanding of what actually occurred is going to be there. So I'm going to do my best on behalf of them and for all of you. And I hope that you feel inspired and uplifted. And yeah, much love to you all. Many blessings. I hope you enjoy.